All right, let's talk about something that's probably on every nonprofit's list of things we have to do, but maybe not things we love to do. The annual report. But what if we could flip that script? What if that chore could actually become one of your most powerful fundraising tools? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into.
Be honest, when it's time to put together the annual report, does it feel like a total time suck? You know, chasing down stats, writing summaries. Does it make you just want to hide under your desk? Yeah, you are definitely not alone. It often feels like this huge, tedious obligation instead of something truly inspiring.
But here's the thing. While it might feel like a chore for us, a whopping 78% of donors actually expect to see an annual report. They're looking for it. They want to see proof that their money is making a real difference. So the stakes are pretty high. We have to do it, but we can absolutely do it better.
So what's the secret sauce here? It all starts with a simple but really powerful reframe. Let's stop thinking annual report and start thinking impact report.
Now, the difference might seem subtle, but trust me, it's huge. A classic annual report is mostly a look back, right? It's a highlight reel of your finances and operations. It's important stuff, sure, but not always super exciting. An impact report, though, that is laser-focused on the outcomes of your work.
This is the key. An impact report completely changes the conversation. It's not just about what you did. It's about the tangible change you created in the world. It answers that one critical question every single donor has. What difference did my support actually make? This is where you bring those compelling stories and hard data together.
Okay, that all sounds great in theory, but what does it look like in the real world? Let's check out a few organizations that are absolutely nailing this and really showing what's possible when you put impact front and center.
First up, the National Parks Foundation. And let's be real, they have a bit of an unfair advantage. Their mission is just visually stunning, and from that beauty, we can see a really clear strategy emerge.
Their strategy is brilliant in its simplicity. They let the photos do the talking. By showing off these absolutely breathtaking landscapes they're protecting, they bring their work to life in a way that words just can't. It's a masterclass in using high-quality visuals to tell your story.
Okay, so let's shift gears. We're going from the beauty of nature to the massive scale of global crises with an organization like UNHCR. So how in the world do you communicate impact when the numbers are just so huge?
I mean, their reports can be over 100 pages long, just packed with data. So how do they make it all digestible? Well, they bring that data to life. Instead of just dry lists of numbers, they use these incredible infographics and charts. If your work is complex, think about how one amazing visual could make your impact crystal clear.
But listen, you do not have to be a giant organization to do this stuff well. Let's bring it right down to the human level and look at a smaller nonprofit called the People Concern.
What they do so well is humanize their data. The very first thing you see isn't a statistic, it's a person. By putting smiling faces and personal stories at the very center, they turn a report into this moving journey that creates a really powerful emotional connection.
Feeling inspired yet? I hope so. Now, let's break this all down into an actionable toolkit that you can use to transform your own report. It really boils down to these 4 steps. First, play up your best assets. Think of those stunning photos from the National Parks Foundation. Second, bring your data to life with clear visuals, just like UNHCR. Third, humanize your numbers with real stories, like the People Concern does. And finally, number 4, and this is crucial, always end with a clear and compelling call to action.
Now, I can kind of hear what you might be thinking. This all sounds great, but finding and organizing all that data sounds like a total nightmare. Well, it's actually way easier than you think.
This is where having the right tools is an absolute game changer. I'm talking about things like nonprofit KPI dashboards that do all the heavy lifting for you. For instance, our tools here at Fundraise automatically track donations, outcomes, and engagement metrics. It puts all that powerful data right at your fingertips, totally ready to be woven into a compelling impact story.
So, here's the bottom line. Your annual report isn't just a look back at the last 12 months. It's your chance to prove your impact, to inspire your community, and to get them excited for the year ahead.
So, are you ready to stop making a report that people feel like they have to skim and start creating one they actually want to read? One that makes them feel proud to be a part of your mission?
We've really only just scratched the surface today. We've got 18. That's right, 18 incredible examples and a ton more practical tips waiting for you in our full guide over on the Fundraise blog. The link is right there in the description.
Go check it out and get ready to turn that obligation into your greatest opportunity.